Hi, it's Ileana. So today we're going to look at some footage that comes from Romania. One of the sources that I have has sent me footage of what looks to be a UFO or potentially some kind of a drone technology. So this was shot at night when the source was working on releasing some material that they might have drawn some attention to inadvertently for what they were going to be talking about or publishing when they saw three blinking lights through their window. This was at night, and the lights kept blinking and the item kept hovering above their house, and it was just hovering there, and the lights were changing from green to red, and the thing was hovering. So when the source started filming it, they decided to film it because that object, whatever it is, whether it's a UFO or some kind of a drone, would not leave. It was just blinking green lights, then red lights, then back to green. And as the source was filming it, the object started to gain altitude and go higher, and then it zoomed off and disappeared. And it wasn't making any sound. I talked to the source who sent me this video. The object was not making any sound. It was soundless. Drones typically make a whirring type of a sound or a buzzing sound, and they have four distinct blinking lights, two red, two green, on the side of the copter propellers, because drones have propellers that spin and that make them lift up, and they have cameras that you could put on the drone, or the newer drones, they come with cameras already in the drone so they can record you doing whatever at your house, first floor, second floor, third floor. The drone can zoom up to your house and record what you're doing in your home. It's basically a peeping Tom that looks through your windows. And if your windows are closed, you're not going to hear the buzzing or humming of the drone, and it can monitor you. So it's hard to say whether this is a UFO or drone. It is a triangular shaped object. It has three different lights that switch from totally being green to red, back to green to red, and it is soundless according to the source, so it wasn't making any whirring, humming, buzzing sounds like drones do, and it was consistently hovering over the source's house. And when he started recording the video of this object, whatever it is, started gaining altitude and zoomed off to wherever it came from or was going to. The footage is consistent with recordings of other UFOs that have either orbs that are blinking lights or lights that are blinking in triangular shaped craft. This object looks like a triangle, so it could be potentially a triangular craft, maybe from reverse engineered technologies from aerospace companies, or it could be some kind of a very intelligent advanced drone system that's being piloted remotely. Not a typical drone, but something that's also exotic technology from these reverse engineering programs. That could be a potential option as well, either a UFO or a drone. I can't conclusively say what it is. It was not making any sounds. It was hovering and it was blinking with these lights from green to red, red to green and back. Again, not very consistent with drones because they have 4 blinking lights, 1 on each rotor, 2 red and 2 green on either sides, because I had watched drone footage just to understand if this could be a drone or if it was a UFO. And it might be a hybrid of one and the other mixed together and hybridized in a craft drone type of a setup, or it could be just an advanced drone or a UFO. All of those options are on the table because aerospace companies have quite advanced spying technology. They have advanced surveillance technology. They have reverse engineered UFO crafts that they are piloting remotely or with pilots. So there's all kinds of technologies out there that are being tested and flown, especially at night. And this footage was filmed at night through the source's camera. So it's some interesting footage that I wanted to share and discuss, because recently this type of footage is coming out more and more over Air Force bases, these types of things being flown over Air Force bases in the US, in the Middle East, some kind of a UFO drone surveillance program perhaps from aerospace companies or military, the Black Shadow military perhaps spying on assets, sources. You never know who's watching and why and monitoring and surveilling. There are so many different 3-letter, 4-letter agencies that could be also participating in this. You just don't know. But this tech is out there. It's been flown in the sky at night. Particularly, people are getting footage of it at night, these orbs that are switching colors from red to green to yellow to white. And it looks like some kind of a craft the size of a car or a drone, advanced drone, UFO, the size of a car. And it hovers there, can be hovering for hours or a couple of minutes, and it's silent. You don't hear drone sounds coming from this stuff. And it's being filmed with cameras, cell phones, and clearly it's something that's not identified, and no identification is being given by the FAA or other sources for what this is. So it's unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAPs or UFOs, whatever you want to call it. It is stuff that is out there. It's not being clearly explained what it is or how it works. Some of it is reverse engineered crafts, anti-gravity, electromagnetic, magnetic, anti-gravitic, and it doesn't have conventional propulsion systems. It's not flown by fuel propellant. It's not flown by batteries or anything that drones are flown by. They're not battery powered or even charge powered, like you stick it in a plug, you charge your drone, and off it goes flying. So it's nothing like that. It's not your typical drone that's only, maybe 20 inches? Drones are not the size of cars unless they're military grade drones remotely being operated, or some kind of probes, again, military style probes. Those could be the size of cars because it's technology that's advanced. Advanced drones exist that are huge, and they could be soundless as well. So those could be other options that are possibilities for this type of footage. Just classified tech that we don't know about, but it exists, and it flies over United States, Romania, and other countries, surveilling something, looking for something. That's quite possible as well. So I wanted to discuss this topic and show some footage of this object from Romania. Thank you.